going to get harder and harder to provide that answer when you're clearly going to Canada in September.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. I found this interesting because I have so many friends who have kids with this and that, and they and they wear it as a badge of parenting on their sleeve, and so I think we have to, as you said, strike that balance.
Namaste. Good morning.
Middle ground here with all of us. We can't go back to the way it was. Just take time on. Well, back then it was take an aspirin. So we have to strike
I called the cops about half an hour ago. They might show up, which means I'll have to end the session then, and then I'll continue it on the second part. Thank you. A lot going on.
You've got taco night on the table. Seasoned meat, warm tortillas, all the fixings. Now reach for a cold, busy Pepsi. Suddenly, dinner goes from pretty good to, whoa, that crisp cola stuff that elevates every bite. Bold flavor, meet bold taste. Because this isn't just dinner. Food deserves Pepsi.
Fox News in the area, Albany, President Trump has revoked former Secret Service protection for former Vice President Kamala Harris. The spokesperson for the former Vice President telling Fox News the president gave him no reason for the decision. Vice President Vance has just about had enough of California Governor Gavin Newsom's attacks on President Trump.
The lesson of President Trump in American politics is you've got to be authentic to yourself. And when I see Gavin Newsom trying to act like
Okay.
Donald Trump, that's the opposite of authenticity.
Using a shorter instance.
Newsom, whoever that is, he's trying to be a fake carbon copy of Donald Trump, and it just doesn't work.
The California governor has ramped up the social media mockery, claiming Mr. Trump is serious about pursuing a third term. The draft led back many plenty of occasions, especially
Everything's over there.
America's listening to Fox News.
At Nielsen Dodge, fun is in the driver's seat. The fun begins with our lease termination event. Get out of your current lease early and get into a new vehicle. Choose from hundreds of Jeeps, Chryslers, Dodges, and Rams.
Lease a new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo for just $49 a month. Or lease a new 2025 Ram 1500 Tradesman Crew Cab 4x4 for just $389 a month.
So, get out of the old and into the new. Plus, choose from a wide selection of certified pre-owned vehicles. You can get up to 1,500 overbook value on any three.
Om Shri Agniya Namaha. Namaste Agni.
At Nielsen, fun is in the driver's seat.
Good morning, everyone. Om Shri Supadraya Namaha. Good morning, Barbie. Good morning, Charlotte. Good morning, Charlotte. Good morning, Scarlett. Oh, wait. Good morning, Scarlett. Good morning, Austin. Good morning, 19. Good morning, England. Good morning, Draupadi. Good morning, Lazo. Okay, here we go. Thank you, everyone. Namaste. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Parashuramaya Namaha. Om Shri Prabhupadaya Namaha. Om Shri Advaita Acharyaya Namaha. Om Shri Arjunaya Namaha. Om Shri Hanumanaya Namaha. Om Shri Garudaya Namaha. Om Shri Narasimhaya Namaha. Om Shri Gurushanaya Namaha. Om Shri Subhadraya Namaha. Om Shri Balaramaya Namaha. Om Shri Duryodhanaya Namaha. Om Shri Yudhishthiraya Namaha. Om Shri Yamarajaya Namaha. Om Shri Arjuna Karkiya Namaha. Om Shri Ganandvivaya Namaha. Om Shri Matsyaya Namaha. Om Shri Kulmaya Namaha. Om Shri Varahaya Namaha. Om Shri Vamanaya Namaha. Om Shri Buddhaya Namaha. Namaste. Hare Krishna Manantram, Prabhupada Manantram, Hare Krishna Manantara Putram, Ganandviva Manantram, Arjuna Karki Manantram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Bama, Hare Duryodhana, Hare Yudhishthira, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Bama, Hare Duryodhana, Hare Yudhishthira, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Bama, Hare Duryodhana, Hare Yudhishthira. Namaste. Om Shri Arjuna Karki Manantraya Namaha. Om Shri Ganandviva Manantraya Namaha. Om Shri Hare Krishna Manantara Putraya Namaha. Namaste. Thank you. Okay.
And now my big mission is, and I think the industry's mission is rebuilding air traffic control. That's the big one. And everyone's like, all right, let's get this done. Can the federal government actually, have a mission and fulfill on it without the bureaucracy and all the things that typically slow down? I think this administration is up for it. I think Secretary Duffy is absolutely in. I think the new head of the FAA wants nothing
There you go.
to get the bureaucracy out of the way and turn this thing around. So it's pretty exciting.
I'm very happy for you. I just flew internationally, and I don't know anyone who loves flying. It's a soul-sucking experience because you have to deal with other humans.
My
and
check.
Americans can be very rude and lazy
Namaste.
and slovenly.
Well, to your point, we all have a responsibility when we travel in mass, right? Whether it's
Ana Bekoak Yadula Yamineka Tatil Jerura.
I love it. I think there's been some huge airport upgrades made across the country. I think this whole pre-check thing and clear, getting through the TSA lines.
Kabel Lina Ameka Sagavenu Taharenu Nora.
Never easy when kids flying away, right? I'm a dad and I used to have to travel with young kids. That's never going to be easy, unfortunately. But I think the challenge
Na Gibol Dorulshei Ihudaka Jababat Shomuram.
importantly, the air traffic control systems are actually working. The technology is there, and we're not relying on cobalt and floppy disks.
Barikam Taharam Takame Jidakateka Tamid Gomulam.
This ancient coding language, as opposed to using new technologies that can streamline and integrate all this stuff. So it's an exciting time. So that's I never thought
Kasin Kasin Gadosh Berop Dubeka Nahel Adateka.
Maybe you could have a new logo, like a new motto for Airlines for America, which is whom you'll be the CEO of.
Yakit Ge Le Ameka Bene Zokrei Gedushateka.
It's easy. It's 3 words. Don't 4 words. Don't be a jackass. Because that's what I find. Like if you're flying with people who are,
Namaste.
each other and throwing drinks and all that other stuff. It can actually be a nice experience.
So, okay, so let's talk. So I just saw a report, it was on Fox, that was talking about 13,000 unruly passenger reports in the past 4 or 5 years, right? There are almost 50,000 flights a day in this country. 50,000 flights. So I'm not minimizing those 52,000 unrelated reports, but understand that's like 1 in 4, 1 in 5,000 flights. There's the one that's quote unquote unruly. So it's not nothing. But let's understand, it's, we see 1 or 2 of those that hit Instagram, and, there's this fascination with it. But, by and large, 99.99% of the time that you're traveling, you don't have incidents like that. The worst thing you have maybe a delayed flight here or canceled flight. And most of the time, that's because of air traffic control. That's why this thing is so big in terms of turning that around. You don't see that. You want to bring your airline or whatever it is. But, when you don't have, they stop recruiting folks into these jobs for years. These are high-paying. These aren't just
Hallelujah.
high-paying technical jobs that so many people can do with lots of opportunities. So we're just trying to raise the profile of the industry because it's an awesome industry and remind folks that yes, you do see a few things on Instagram here and there, but 99.99% of the time, it works really, really well.
Well, I expect big things from you, and I expect a soul-sucking experience.
It will not be. Where are you going, by the way? I don't think you're what airlines are you flying?
I was in the movies. I had fun.
Well,
Tikkun Hanefesh.
On an American-based airline direct from Newark. It's just part of the problem.
Newark, you got me at Newark.
Yeah, well, I will say the new Terminal A is beautiful.
Oh, the terminals are beautiful. It's just the systems, the thing. There's a new thing. It's a brand new technology.
Get there.
Called a computer, a hard drive that we're trying to make sure the air traffic control system is actually. I mean, it's such a patchwork of ancient technologies. It's really crazy. And that's it. I mean, to your point, Newark can be a great airport. The airlines I believe, know what they're doing. They're there. It's just having that infrastructure kind of behind the scenes to make sure you get point A to point B. When it says you're gonna get.
I expect good big things.
It's gonna be great.
And if I'm stuck in an airport,
Hokma.
The cell number's online. Someone is supposed to pick up their cell number online somewhere.
Speaking of travel, the Trump administration is taking over Union Station in Washington, D.C. And there was a local reporter who actually said, local in D.C., which is totally Democrat and liberal, said, this is the nicest I've seen it in recent memory, and it's actually nice now. And you see locals who are posting videos saying, I'm not afraid to walk around Union Station. There's no homeless inside anymore. Is Donald Trump's vision?
National Guard pushing mulch. I gotta be honest, I think that's temporary. I don't think the National Guard is really designed to spread mulch and beautify. But it's all part of the plan. And again, it's short term, right? I mean, we're not going to have National Guard controlling our, the safety of our cities in the long term. What he's doing is saying, let's take some pride in our communities. Let's not accept the status quo. He's showing that when you put effort behind it and you prioritize law enforcement and safety and security, that you can get great results. And that these Democrat-driven cities and mayors, for too long, have just gotten away with, well, that's just the way it is. Or Pritzker and others standing up and saying, no, it's fine. We don't need any help. As a former governor, I can tell you, if you're in a leadership position and someone offers to help with something like violence and crime, you don't say no. That's crazy. That's not leadership. Why would you say, I don't need any help the same week that 6 people were murdered in Chicago? It's just crazy to me. So it's just an aspect of leadership. Now, are we going to have National Guard in all of our cities for the long term? No, it's probably a short-term piece. But what he's showing is, I think he's saying, take pride in your communities, don't accept the status quo, things can be better, and go make that change. And I was on CNN earlier, and I was saying, look guys, I'm sorry, we're only a few years away from, this defund the police nonsense, this law enforcement movement of the Democrat Party and all of this. That isn't like history. That is like right in our rearview mirror. So let's not forget that those types of policies have led us to where we are. And so he's going to implement this stuff. I think it's for the short term, but it's going to actually, I think, really change that paradigm of discussion of the expectation that all these folks living in these cities now have. And that's a really good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So, coming up, I want to ask you about Gavin Newsom. So speaking of buddy, I figured we could have some fun with him. So that's coming up more with Chris Sununu here on the Governor Chris Sununu here on the Franklin Show.
Illuminating, intriguing, inculcating, non-learning. It's Brian Kilmeade.
You've got taco night on the table. Seasoned meat, warm tortillas, all the fixings. Now reach for a cold, busy Pepsi. Suddenly, dinner goes from pretty good to whoa. That crisp cola stuff that elevates every bite. Bold flavor, meet bold taste. Because this isn't just dinner. Food deserves Pepsi.
Nielsen Dodge, fun is in the driver's seat. The fun begins with our lease termination event. Get out of your current lease early and get into a new vehicle. Choose from hundreds of Jeep, Chrysler, Dodges, and Rams.
Lease a new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo, just $249 a month. Or lease a 2025 Ram 1500 Tradesman Crew Cab 4x4, just $389 a month.
So, get out of the old and into the new. Plus, choose from a wide selection of certified pre-owned vehicles. You can get up to 1,500 overlook values for any tree.
Get out of your current lease up to 6 months early on Route 10 in East Hanover. Online at NielsenDodge.com. A proud member of the Nielsen Auto Group.
At Nielsen, fun is in the driver's seat.
Jeep Celebration Event. Did you know the winners are drawn every 4 minutes with the New York Lottery's cold draw? Right? Boy. Tails, 4 legs, no one wants a 3-leaf rover. And a 3-wheel cart, that's not. Winners drawn every 4 minutes. Just makes sense.
Well, I'm thinking of a 4-letter word.
Play today, your favorite quick draw.
I said,
New York Lottery app. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus 21 plus for quick draw or alcohol. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
For 2025, Excellence Community Schools will offer single-gender boys prep and girls prep schools. For over 20 years, we have provided free education and prepared elementary and middle schoolers and adults for admission to top high schools and colleges. Our 3-time National Blue Ribbon Award-winning Excellence model offers a rigorous and supportive learning environment for our scholars.
개불어.
Visit excellenceschools.org today to enroll.
different.
Next level fitness gives their dogs next level protection from parasites with Nextar Plus. Ocelana, Moxidectin, and Pyrantel treatments. The one and done monthly treatment protects against rabies, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. Nextar Plus comes in a tasty beef flavored chew, so you don't have to use Nextar
Nextar.
Plus to get your dog to take it. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting treatment. Talk to your vet about Nextar Plus for next level protection for your dog.
옷.
Granger offers a broad range of quality products next day delivery, so you can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Guess what?
I'm Mary Walter, and for Brian Kilmeade, we are speaking with Governor Chris, and you know him as the second governor of Michigan. And his new job
My truth.
And he really went after Trump when Trump put the National Guard in Washington D.C. to clean it up, like we were just talking about. But Gavin Newsom announced yesterday now that he's sending new teams of state police into Los Angeles, San Diego, San Francisco, some other areas to clean up things like carjackings and other crime in those cities. He said, well, it's different that he's doing it because it's not the National Guard. Does he really think everyone's this dumb?
Look, I think he realized there's a couple things happening here. I think he wants with JB Pritzker.
샤바테누 까벨 우시마 자아까테누 요데아 따알루못.
And I think Gavin's like, I don't want to be, and JB's in a really tough position now, and he's put himself in there because, he's saying, I'm a leader, and I don't want help with crime and murder.
Namaste. Thank you very much.
And that sounds ridiculous.
I'm waiting for. I've been looking behind because I've been waiting for cops to show up.
The National Guard doesn't have a reason.
Last time they took about an hour and 30 minutes. So it's not an emergency. The landlord's illegally trying to evict me, and I just want to make sure that he doesn't enter my premises, starting the first to show, a potential new tenant. So I'm protecting myself. Hopefully they'll file something, in case he enters my premises. So. And I found out today if he does enter my premises while I'm a tenant, while I'm living here, I've been living here for more than 30 days. I've been living here 7 months. I have the receipt from January or February. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's burglary. If I didn't even know that. I thought landlord had more rights than I thought. For some reason, I think a lot of people think that. And if the landlord enters your premises while you're still a tenant, and not illegally evicted, it's called burglary. It's crime. So that's what I'm going for. Thank you very much. Namaste. Have a good day.